face. Had a big face.
So anybody watching outside the video, where the video after Granger Danger at 10 seconds.
Yep, we just got to 14.
I don't care. I don't care, and that's what I'm going to go up and tell her. I'm going to go and say, I don't care what you do, and she's going to feel so damn stupid.
God, it's so weird watching this.
What are you thinking about?
I haven't watched these in a really long time. The scenes I haven't seen in forever.
What do you think when you watch them? Are you like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm doing it that way, or like, look, or like, I remember how fun that was?
It's just weird that such. It's weird that was such a. I don't know, like a big weekend in my life at one point. You know what I mean?
It's like any play.
We devoted a lot of time to it. It's weird thinking about like what went into this scene. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Is it also weird thinking
like when did we
that one weekend changed your life?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
All this stuff did change your life, you know?
Yeah. It's weird thinking about
how I was really worried about a lot of other things during this show. We were still in school.
Yeah.
I was still about to graduate.
Finals!
I had other shit to do. I wasn't like, we did it! Harry Potter, the musical. Now I'm done.
No, it's funny thinking about. It's funny thinking that in every other show, the idea of Star Kid has been a thing, but not in this show.
Yeah, that's actually pretty special too. You're right.
It's crazy, man. It's wild.
Done with the utmost naivete.
Yeah.
I feel like the rest of this.
I feel like Me and My Dick gets a little bit of that feeling, where it was sort of like, I remember during Me and My Dick, it was like, can we get away with doing another one?
Well, and
you know,
we also were trying to make Me and My Dick as something that would go off Broadway and get like, because like Nick had said earlier, we had talked with John Tartaglia, among other like sort of producers and stuff.
So we were already corrupted by that.
Well, we were trying to make a show that they would pick up, and like it didn't happen. But then it's like as soon as Me and My Dick was over, we were already thinking about the sequel. We were thinking about the sequel actually pretty much before Me and My Dick, I think.
Well, I mean, you guys were thinking about Batman before Me and My Dick.
Oh yeah, we almost.
I remember I lived in New York and I was the night bellman, which meant that my shift was 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. And I would talk to Brian before I lived out in L.A. And they were trying to get Batman written.
Yeah.
And they were like, we can't figure out how to do the Joker. And it was before the brilliant idea of cutting him.
Yeah, there was a time when Matt was, because remember when Matt lived on like the North Campus, end of campus, and he was still at school, and we were talking about, he was like, maybe you could direct Batman, and I was like, what? And there was a time when we joked about Ariel and I directing Batman. I don't know if anyone else. If that got past even a stupid conversation like that, it probably didn't.
I don't remember that, but yeah, sure, that makes sense.
That's, I mean, that would have been crazy.
I know, it wouldn't have been a weird direction for anything to go in, and it was like we were, because it was right after the show, and it was like, it was during Me and My Dick, and it was like, and AJ should be the Joker, when the Joker was still a part of the show.
Right. Yeah. We also talked a lot, actually, the same weekend that AVPM played live. Matt and Nick and I talked a lot about like next ideas we could do, and the big idea was either doing something based on the Iliad or the Odyssey, and a Sherlock Holmes musical.
Nobody these days would want to see a Sherlock Holmes musical, that's for sure.
Well, actually, it's funny you should say that. One of the reasons why we eventually like sort of gave up on it, besides like a few creative things, was just like seeing those Robert Downey Jr. movies, and being like, yeah, it kind of ruined the fun.
Those movies were.
Everyone's funny in these plays.
Man, this scene is long. I haven't been paying attention for so long.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was supposed to be in the
happening.
scene with Crab in the background. I opted out of it.
Yeah, that weird double
Did you
slap.
not come onto this scene, Jim? Were you just like, I don't want to do this?
We're at 5:05, by the
I
way.
think that was exactly what it was like.
I remember you saying that. I feel like I remember you saying that out loud a couple times. You're like,
Yeah. For anyone who doesn't know, Jim is like a theater like sort of problem child.
Jim's a wild card.
Yeah. Jim will.
No, I'm not gonna do this scene. It doesn't need me.
Yeah. This. You know what? I have a different vision for the show.
What is that not?
Which I respect. Let me return the compliment and say I respect that because it's nice to feel, you know, necessary. You go.
I think I'm just a lazy person.
Yeah, I think so too.
Excuse me, I believe I was dancing with her.
I did not fuck a tiger.
Well, I find that to be very
Joe.
I did it. Is that how he did it? I don't know. I want to know.
I would love to see Tyler Brunson as Ahmed. That would have been wonderful.
Me too. He's the only person who I feel that way about. The only person I can think of that I'm like, oh yeah, great.
I would have liked to see you, Joe Walker, play Jasmine in Tristan. I would have liked to see that.
Yeah, well, you know, we all have dreams.
Yeah.
No. Fine. Have the punch.
Oh! Damn!
Tyler, that's so funny.
Fun.
I'm gonna kill you.
Whoa! Special effects, swirl around in a circle.
Zoom in, zoom out.